Oh, we got Mr. World, we got Mr. Wednesday, we got, look, a whole bunch to get to. And your boy Shadow Moon. Let's do this. NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, we're getting into On Screen. That's right. It's been a while. We've been waiting. And there's been a lot of drama behind the scenes, but we are back with a show that deals with those deities that are old school and the deities that are new school by my man Neil Gaiman himself, called American Gods. And we're covering the premiere of season 2, but I'm not by myself. You heard the word weird, that's right. I got my girl Jace Nicole.
Good evening, American Gods fans. We're back for season 2.
That's right, the actress from the movie 2050. She is super dope. She's gonna be helping me out on this episode and definitely the finale. She might sprinkle in during the season, I'm not sure, but right now we got her and we gonna hear her thoughts. So, you know what I'm saying? You got a chance to sit down, get some popcorn, watch this episode. Holla at me, let me know what you're thinking, because I want to get started with Laura.
Miss Laura Moon. I don't like Miss Laura Moon, and I think we all know why. You see, in season 1, Miss Laura Moon was a bit of a hoe. She actually got in the car with her husband, Shadow Moon, his best friend, and she decides to give him a blowjob on their way to wherever the hell they were going, and she has a fatal car accident with his best friend's dick in her mouth, and she dies that way. So pretty much I'm gonna say, ho, you got what you deserve. I don't like Miss Laura Moon. All right, we're gonna go ahead and further this up.
Is it me? Or is she about to get on your nerves? All right, Laura, here's the thing, all right? You can't be doing or you can't do what you did and then be expecting your man's shadow to just come back to you. Also, because you're dead and you got like flies around you and stuff, so that's kind of messes up the mood too. But the fact that you died cheating on him is not a good look, B. Ain't a good look. The best thing you can do right now is kind of fall back. Just kind of fall back. Maybe he'll come around to you. I don't see it happening. But you never know. You never know, you know what I'm saying? You do have you got the coin for right now. So we'll see where this leads, but I wouldn't hold out hope, Miss Moon. And then I want to jump on Tea Time and Selling a War. The funny thing is, you got a dude just mind his business, just trying to get his golf on, man. And due to the horrible driving skills, or maybe the good driving skills, you see him mowed down. That's a pretty cool way to start an episode or start a season, I guess. It was funny. It got me giggling. I ain't gonna front. I know running over people is wrong. I'm just saying, in the context of the show, with the people, it's funny that way. But we get into something deeper with Mr. World and the whole kind of figuring out a way to sell a war, figuring out media and where she is, who she is, what she's going to do.
Now, I'm a little foggy on season 1 as I didn't get a chance to kind of really watch it and recap on it. So I'm thinking Media is a character that perhaps have not been introduced to yet, because I don't remember a character named Media being spoken about in season 1. But anyway, Mr. World tells Technical Boy that he's to go and find this Media because he needs her to do some things for him.
Him putting out this whole hit on the old gods, just the whole situation of the Eye of Argus. There's a lot there that we're starting to open up and build more on the mythology in this world, but also, answer questions and then pose more. And that's what I'm digging with Mr. World. Of course, Mr. World is our bad guy. It's not like Odin is super great, but in this case, Mr. World is definitely our bad guy. And I like him mounting his defenses, way ahead of the old gods first. And seeing where this goes, I want to see where Media goes. I don't believe Media was ever referenced or brought up in season 1, and maybe that's wrong. I'll go back and check and see, but I think this is something that we're starting to uncover new layers of where Mr. World is planning to go with his attack strategy. and also using Bilquis. And Bilquis, she's in a very interesting place for me because she's sneaky.
My girl, the vagina slayer herself, Queen Bilquis. Yes, she's in the building, but she was not invited to the meeting.
See, first of all, we know at least, and even Odin knows, at least for some time she has been working with Mr. World. We know that. That's why she won't even invite it, all right? So we know at least for a certain period of time, she won't down with us. But she is older than Odin. She does deserve her right, I guess, to speak at this situation, this nice little meetup inside the carousel, inside his mind. So I don't know where this might lead, you know, when it comes to Bilquis, because she's that character that she's being used, and I don't know if she's realizing she's being used, because even when she, you know, she turns on the cell phone, gives him the geolocation to Mr. World. Oh boy, I can't remember the dude, the like social media guy or whatever. Dude was like, yo, we could have found this on our own. And he was like, she needs to feel complicit. You know, she needs to feel like she's helping us take them down. And I wonder where that's gonna lead, and wonder how it'll play out when she finds out, you know, that she's being played too. And who knows how Mr. World will deal with her after he deals with the old gods as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Who has any idea how he will handle her? So that's another interesting thing about Bilquis. Also, third thing is, Bilquis looked like she might have a little eye on your boy Shadow. Like she was like she ain't pressed, but she like, you know, I might want to sample a little bit of that snack. I'm just saying, she from my perspective, it looked like she was, you know, she was giving the eyes for a second, talking about, come with me, you're gonna be safe, and all, like looking him up and down and everything. It looked like she had a little bit of eyes for him.
You can tell that Bilquis is interested in Shadow Moon. Now the thing with that is, I'm like, Bilquis, we all know Shadow Moon is hot, but ma'am, what we not gonna need you to do is try to hook up with Shadow Moon and pretty much suck him up into your cooch like you've been doing everybody else. So keep that attraction kind of at a minimum, because we don't need Shadow Moon falling afraid of Miss Bilquist's loins, as I guess we could say. But Bilquis is definitely feeling Shadow. And the thing that I like is I really want to see where the writers are going to take that dynamic. Are they going to have Bilquis kind of go for Shadow Moon, and maybe she sees a potential in him? We don't know. It could be a chance that Shadow Moon actually may be a god. We're going to see. Or he may be made into a god, and maybe she knows something that we quite don't. But yeah, she's feeling Shadow Moon. And I like the fact that Laura Moon kind of tried to, you know, puff up her little chest and kind of bucket Bilquis at one point during a scene when they were in the bar. And she was like, yeah, I'm his wife. If you hurt him, I'm going to kill you. Sis, I'm going to need you to have that same energy when you was in the car with his best friend sucking his dick, and then y'all had that. Y'all already know the story, but Laura Moon, sis, yeah, you need to keep that same energy. But Bilquis, girl, I'm with you. If anything, I'm going to need you to go ahead and take Shadow or from Laura. Because Shadow, or Puppy, he's still a little lovesick over Miss Laura, which I don't understand, I don't get, but anyway, this is fiction.
Now, before I hit the break, I do want to talk about Selim. Boy, Selim, I don't know what to say. You need to go back to your regular life, all right? Because I feel like Selim gonna end up dead just for being around these people, all right? Because look, they don't really care about human life like that. And it's in my head, I think Selim, you know, he might take an L trying to follow behind this djinn. And it's just like, dude, live your life. Like, yes, he connected with you on a spiritual level or something, but you need to go, all right? Because you're gonna end up dead, all right? And you ain't gonna be happy. That's all I'm saying. You look like a good guy, all right? Go get yourself a regular job and just be like, look, I had a nice night with another man. I just, because you're gonna end up dead, mess around, go get yourself a regular life, regular job, regular life. Just keep driving the cabs or something, man, because you're gonna end up, and it's not gonna be pretty. I mean, let me know what you think about Salim. Where do you think he's gonna end up? Because in my opinion, I think he gonna end up dead within like the next 2 episodes. But we got tons of other stuff to get to in just a moment. Of course, first, Hero Brand's gonna help us pay them bills. Oh yeah, check the link below. Hat, shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. Once you find something you like, of course, cop it. Now, I want to get into what I thought was real interesting and what should serve as a very interesting conversation piece for the rest of this episode, or rest of the show, excuse me. It's the road trip. Seeing these guys crammed in a car, just forced to ride together. It was the most silent ride. You got your boy Leprechaun. You got your boy, I'm just calling him Leprechaun. But you got the Leprechaun, you got Odin.
Now, if anyone is not aware of this, Mr. Wednesday is actually Odin, who is one of the great Greek gods. If you don't know who Odin is, Google him. Matter of fact, hey Google, who is Odin?
According to simple Wikipedia, in Norse mythology, Odin is the god of wisdom, poetry, war, death, divination, and magic.
And there you have it.
You got Laura, you got Shadow, and all of them is about as silent as it can get. You know, homie, like, yo, I want my luck back. I want my luck back. And he did make a comment to her luck running out. So I don't know if it's something that's going to last forever for her because she's not the rightful bearer or something. I don't know. But he did make a comment about her luck running out. And then Shadow just being like, man, I don't know what is going on. I was chilling. I got out of jail. Then weird dreams. And then I was at this place and saw a whole bunch of Jesuses. And then like, I don't know what's going on, man. I'm just trying to mind my business. My wife, she back from the dead and she's super strong, but she got flies all around her. And I don't know what's going on anymore. So them, and then with the very charismatic Odin, I really like it. I really like this road trip vibe. I hope we see more of it because all I could do is just be engaged and giggle throughout that whole sequence of them just riding along together. And I really want to see where it leads.
Now, it appears that Easter got a little bit of a tood with Mr. Wednesday because Mr. Nancy, my boy, love Mr. Nancy, informs Mr. Wednesday that Easter ain't feeling him and yeah, there's a good chance she's not going to come to the meeting because this trip with our beloveds pretty much was them going to a place called House on the Rock.
Then I want to holler real quick about the carousel. The carousel is something that is very interesting once again when it comes to this show. It's very surreal, very magnetic when you're looking at it, very interesting and very otherworldly without being silly. And I like the way this show plays with sci-fi, fantasy, supernatural elements like that in a way where they're otherworldly, where they're surreal, where they're kind of mind-blowing, but they never seem cheesy. And to see the whole kind of carousel thing go along, Anansi, and I'll get with him when I talk about Shadow Moon, the perspective of all of these guys coming together and really having a true dialogue about where we're gonna go from here when it comes to a war situation. And just from the effects to the art direction, just everything was dope. I really enjoyed it and just high level, man. Really came through with this episode, just straight future flavor.
He actually spoke to all the gods and was like, listen, Odin is the man and you need to trust him and you need to allow him to do what it is he needs to do. And all of a sudden, Odin changed back into Mr. Wednesday and pretty much Mr. Wednesday was like, my ninja, yes, thank you for speaking up for me.
And lastly, I want to talk about Shadow Moon. Shadow Moon, for a while. And see, when I saw the show, I never went back and tried to read anything from Neil Gaiman before this because I don't want to be spoiled. So if you've already read any books, any other stuff on this, maybe you could school me. Well, matter of fact, don't school me because I don't want to end up, knowing everything and then get messed up in the show. But Shadow, he's got to be, like, we've already known he was special to a certain degree in the first season, but now my money's on, and I had this conversation in season 1 with a friend of mine. He's got to be a god, man. Dude's got to be an old god that just doesn't remember that he's a god. Like, dude, there's just no way. He's got to have like God's version of amnesia or something, because every time we see him, he's always like in some special situation, or he's glowing, or he's being magnified, or he's being like exalted of. It's always something with him, something special where he's just a cut above the rest, more special than everyone else, able to withstand this, all kinds of stuff where it's like something special, but maybe he's an angel or something. I don't know. But dude got to be special. Now, if you already know this stuff, do not tell me. I do not put it in the comments. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Let me learn with the show. Let me learn that stuff with the show. That's all I'm saying. Now, with that said, we got the package. They shooting up the shop. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Shadow, without fail, jumps into action. I gotta give it to my man. He, like all the other guys, like, look at this. You got literal gods, all right? And they're like, ducking down and all scared, bullets flying. Shadow Moon jump into action. Track down the shooter, pull him down, start beating him up. Now, of course, he gets beamed up to whatever he got beamed up to. But homie is the only one that held it down. And I've got to say, good on you, Shadow, because it seemed like everybody else is straight up too weak to live out this war game.
So Mr. World got what he wanted. He got everybody all riled up and everybody's ready to go to battle. Don't know who the gunman is yet because Shadow Moon went out there to kick some ass and he got sucked up into the atmosphere somewhere. We don't know if he's on a ship. We don't know if he's in another dimension. But then, Laura ran outside and she was able to see, because she's dead, so she has her little special power. So she's able to see the little glowing orb in the horizon where Shadow is. So, so far, so good. Like I said, it's a lot of story being told. So we just have to all sit and go through the season together and see where the writing goes and just see how all of these stories are going to play out with the old gods and the new gods. My favorite characters are, of course, Mr. Wednesday, Shadow Moon, Mad Sweeney, Bilquist, and I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Oh, Mr. Nancy, the great storyteller himself.
And with that said, I'll leave y'all with this. Anansi, for me, had the most charisma in this whole episode. Just love the stories. Love the banter back and forth, whether it's with Shadow, whether it's with Odin, whether it's with Bilquist too. Just really love his back and forth. Orlando Jones, amazing actor, has been dope. Everything I've seen him in, I've always loved it. So guys, holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you. Down in them comments, let's talk about American Gods. I want to give a big shout out to my girl, Jace Nicole, coming through, hollering at me. Let me know how she felt, letting you guys know how she felt. So let us know what you thinking. What you think about episode 2? It's going to be coming soon. There ain't number 8 episodes, so they got to get to work. So before I bounce, I'm going to tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right. Check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. Don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right. There's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other. And remember, if you're ever going to get on any type of carousel, just buckle up. Peace.